morning, historians. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I will try to keep this short and sweet. Today we are going to jump back into our research, and I want to show you how to do this. Today and tomorrow on Wednesday we will be researching, and on Thursday you will start your essay because all of this case study is about the American Revolution so that you guys are learning about this period in our country's history and you guys eventually will show us what you've learned through the essay. Okay, so today is lesson 10. So open up your 7th grade social studies Google Classroom and click on lesson 10. It gives you directions. It says, hello historians, today and tomorrow we will continue our research before writing our final essay. As you research today, you will jot notes that help you answer our guiding question, which is still who benefit from the American Revolution and who did not. So as you're reading today, you'll be thinking to yourself, oh, did the group of people I'm hearing about, for example, wealthy white men, did they benefit from the American Revolution or did they not? Right? And I'll show you a little bit more about that in a moment. So then below is always are the steps to take to complete today's assignment. It says number 1, open your research packet number 2, Whose Revolution, and scroll down to lesson number 10, right? And we will have returned it to you so you can access that and write into it. Number 2, open text number 5, right? Whose Revolution. So I'll open that in another tab, right? And then it says, watch this video, the reminders video lesson. And then 4, start your research. Read and take notes, right? 1 note per chunk of text in your own words. You can look back at the main idea jot lesson if you need some reminders. I think it was lesson 8. And choose at least one piece of evidence from the text from today that answers our guiding question, and cut it, paste it into research packet 2 at the bottom of the notes. Okay? If it helps, also you can listen to this text 5 read aloud, which we will post, and you can listen to it and pause it after each chunk of text and ask yourself what was that mostly about, and jot a note in your own words, and then press play and listen to it as it's being read aloud again. Okay? So let's just jump over to text 5 and do a little preview. Today's text is taken from the Howard Zinn text book, and the first section is called Farmers in Revolt, right? So it says, we're going to read just the first chunk of text. By the time of the Revolution, certain patterns were already set in the American colonies. Indigenous Americans, so Native Americans, had no place in the new society. Blacks were not treated as the equals of whites. The rich and the powerful ran things. After the war, the revolutionary leaders could make those patterns into the law of the new nation. So right there, that names some different groups, right, that you can think about and that you'll be writing about in your essay. So we're thinking about Indigenous Americans, right? So you can take a note as you're reading about how they were affected by the American Revolution. You can write about how Black men and women were affected by the American Revolution. You can write about how white men and women were affected by the American Revolution. And we'll get into the nuances of white men versus white women and who was affected most, whose benefit most. So that's just to remind you about a few of the groups that you can be thinking about in terms of race, in terms of class and wealth, right, as you're jotting down notes and thinking about who really benefit from all of this at the conclusion of the American Revolution. So today you're going to read, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little chunks of text, right? So about 8 notes in your own words, and then you'll choose one of the sentences or more. You're welcome to gather more evidence from this text that you think answers in some way our guiding question of who benefit or who did not benefit from this American Revolution. Okay, so when you're finished, then you will click turn in, right? And we will get a chance to check and look at it. We're going to try to give feedback to everyone each day. And, if you're turning things late and it says turned in late, please do not worry about that. It's not affecting your grade in IO Classroom. It's just a function of Google Classroom, okay? If you have any questions, two ways to do this. You can email Glenn or Tracy or I, and you can also wait and I will send you a link to tomorrow's social studies office hours, which are going to be always Tuesday between 2 and 3 p.m. Okay? So I'll see you then, or I'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video.